Hello everyone. It is Wednesday, September 4th, New Comic Book Day, and of course today was the day that DC released the first wave of their Villains Month 3D covers. So I'm going to show you what I picked up. I believe they released 12 covers today. I ran around some different areas, was able to pick up some covers, but we'll kind of go with that in a moment. So let me just kind of show you what I picked up today, and then I'll kind of tell you how the day went. So the first one I got, which is probably the best of the group that I think today, was the Joker. We have Relic from Green Lantern, which is kind of a cool one too, got good depth on it. Grodd from Flash. The Creeper, Justice League Dark. Zod #1 from Earth 2. Count Vertigo, Green Arrow. Cyborg Superman 1 from Action. Kind of a funny one, Dark Knight, the Ventriloquist. Kind of like the way that was looking. We have Bizarro Superman. Darkseid. Darkseid, of course, is from Justice League of America. Batman and Robin, Two-Face. And Batman Detective Comics, Poison Ivy. Some of the other books I picked up today, just kind of grabbed some. Wonderland Down the Rabbit Hole. Non-3D hologram cover of the Joker. A book that was really, really hot. The 3D cover on this book was like impossible to get. You weren't going to get it. And they're online already, $125, $150, $160. Forever Evil. Part of the Infinity Stories is part 2 of 6. And then a baby variant. Pick up baby variants every once in a while. Star Wars #1. This is a new one that's based on George Lucas's original Rough Draft screenplay. So, we'll see how that storyline is. And of course, Satellite Sam #3. So, like I said as before, as you know, today, like I showed you, is the first day that DC released the 3D covers of Villains Month with their covers. And leading up to today, everybody was ordering them, thinking I'm going to get them, but then they started getting notices from the distributors, the shops did, saying your orders aren't going to be filled the way you requested. You ordered 50 books of this one, you're not going to get 15 or 16 of them. So all of a sudden, these 3D hologram books became a super hot commodity. And last night I was thinking how I'm going to approach the day, because I want to get as many of these as possible. Because as you know, I've talked about this several times, I'm trying to open up a shop down the road, and I'm trying to just build up an inventory, and these are things that I think are really, really cool, really, really collector based, and people would like. Not only is it a good comic story, it's got a really good cover. And these covers, I mean, I don't know if you can see the depth on these things. Super, super cool. Even the back with the Batman for the new game coming out was a 3D. So that was really, really interesting. So I went to the first shop here by my house. It's a shop called Maximum. I went there right before 10 o'clock in the morning because they open at 10. And I didn't see anybody at the door. So I got out of my car thinking, oh, okay, maybe it's not going to be a big a deal as all that. So I stand at the door, and the minute I get to the door, I see a wave of people coming out of their cars to stand in line behind me. So luckily I got in #1. And 10 o'clock comes, guy comes to the door, opens it, and tells everybody, before we go in, we're super limited on what we got. We don't have a lot of the covers left. If there's multiple covers, each person is allowed to take 1 book per cover. I don't have a problem with that on something limited. Okay, I don't have an issue with it. I appreciate him going out there, so I went into the store and found what they had. I think they had 5 or 6 covers, not a lot. And then I paid and I left. I mean, I got some people didn't even get any because there was a good amount of people in there, and this is a big shop that got limited books on it. So I got what I got there, and I shot down the freeway to another shop, and that shop was Comic Oasis, and I have a problem with Comic Oasis because I went there and there was no line. There was nobody there. A couple people in the store looking. I went back to the books and I see stacks, you know, like this of each cover sitting there on the shelf, and I'm thinking, I don't know why. I picked the book up, now I know why. $10 a piece. They're trying to capitalize on the $10 a piece. I got a problem with that because you're trying to bait somebody that for a hot book. You really don't have to. You're a big company. You know, don't try to screw people. And then someone said, oh yeah, you know, but if you're a box customer, then they'll give you a cover at regular price. It's not the point. Point is, people go into that store. There's a reason I don't shop there that much, and that's because of little tactics like that. I understand it's a hot item. I understand you wanna make some money, but I mean, come on, $10, trying to make, you know, $6 right out of the top profit off of this thing. That's not right. So that's not right. Comic Oasis, you're not right for doing that. So I left, didn't buy anything there. I left like no one else was buying any of the covers there either. So went up the road. Another shop, small shop, opens up at 11 called Avatar. And they're mostly a gaming area, but I thought, you know what? That's the closest one that hasn't opened yet. On the outside shop, they may have something. I'll just roll the dice. I have nothing else to do, so I'll go there and wait. So I got there. 11 o'clock came. It's myself, maybe 6 or 7 other people standing there waiting. 11 comes, 11:05, 11:10. Finally, guy opens the store, comes into the store. Opens the door, tells us, you know, hologram books are in the back, and someone asked, you know, is there a limit? He said, no, whatever you want, just grab off the shelf if we have anything. You know, just grab what you want. So I went there and I was able to pick up, you know, 8 to 10. Actually, I picked up 12 different books, a couple of Jokers, just, you know, tried to find some different titles, you know, various titles that they had. And if there was someone there trying to get the same title, I gave a guy. I picked 2 up, and he was like, "Oh, is that the last one?" I'm like, "You know what? Here, you can have one of them." I figured I'd get my books. So I got 12 from there. I was very happy with that haul because I picked up some good books from there, some nice titles. And then I went to one of my other shops I go to, Wishing Well, and I walked in, and the guy said, you know, "Hey Dan, how you doing?" And he said, you know, "Unfortunately, box or shelf, since you didn't get a lot, you're only allowed 1 cover for the title." But he handed me all the titles. He had them in my box. Again, I don't have an issue with that. There were a couple on the shelves that I would have bought, but you know what? Give everybody else a chance. I don't have an issue with something like that. I got mine, I'm good. So the final stop I went to was my other shop where I buy a majority of my books, which is Velvet Underground. And he didn't even have his books out yet. He was trying to get them counted up, and you know, you're really missing the boat on this day. But you know, he is in the shop by himself. He's had some turnover. He's in the shop by himself, and he has to do what's best for his shop. And he told me, "Hey, you know what? Don't worry, you'll get some books. I'm not worried about it." So, I mean, my day was pretty much spent running around. I was done by, you know, 1:30. Home, relaxing, watch a little Boardwalk Empire with my newest books. So, I showed you all the books. I will show you the one that I like the best. The one I'm really looking forward to doesn't come out for a while. Of course, everybody's waiting for Harley Quinn. Everybody's waiting for Joker's Daughter. I'm waiting for Black Hand. That cover looks super, super cool on television or on the computer. And if they're done anything like these books are, that is going to be the best cover of them all, is the Green Lantern Black Hand cover. But today's best to me is the Joker. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how good that's going to come out. Fantastic depth on these books. I mean, they sit there and say they're going to do a 3D cover, and you're like, well, how good is it going to be? I was real happy with the books. And another thing I was happy about is the condition on all these books. Perfect. every shop I went to, there was no issue with condition, none. And that just kind of proves to me that, you know, they can do that all the time. Marvel really didn't do it. I mean, I did pick up a couple of Marvel books today for, you know, Infinity, and I had to go through a big stack of books to try to find two halfway decent ones. The only reason I'm doing that is I'm just trying to put the whole Infinity chapter together. But favorite cover of the day, that's not 3D, of course, Wonderland, Down the Rabbit Hole. That is a incredible cover right there, which I absolutely love. So I told you when I'm doing Wonderland and Oz, their covers have just, from Zenescope, have been really, really great. Good storyline, really clean books. So this was just a kind of a quick, I'm kind of rambling a little bit because I'm tired. I was up early on my day off to try to be sure I get a lot of the books. I was happy with the haul that I got. Of course, the two big ones that everybody's waiting for, Harley Quinn and Joker's Daughter, end of the month. There's another release next week. I don't know what they're going to release. I don't know if I'm going to do the same thing I did today because I appear that I can get some stuff in my boxes with my box customers at my box stores. So I'll pick up what I can. Maybe go to one shop this time and not run around. So hope you liked the video. It was kind of chopped up and kind of a ramble, but you know, I want to thank everybody for watching the videos. I hope the video was good. I hope you were able to see those covers I showed, the Joker cover and the Poison Ivy cover, good on the video. So again, I hope you liked the video, but if you don't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great night and happy hunting.